how that wins hands down every time. Hi guys, quick one. I want to do a quick video, quick raw video, unedited, one take on calories versus macros. Because yesterday I was at a boot camp in the area that I just moved to. I wanted to go down and have a workout with some like-minded peeps, do some networking, meet some new friendly local peeps in the area. So I went down, went to Clapham Common, had a boot camp, really fun, and I did an impromptu talk on nutrition at the end, 10 minutes for these guys. And one of the questions came up when we were talking about calorie deficit and how important it is when you're losing body fat is, can't I just count calories instead of macros as long as I'm in that deficit? And I want to talk and reiterate the importance of how much more effective it is counting macros, how that wins hands down every time, especially if your macros are in line with your goals. So not just in line with your goals, they have to be set properly. But if you're just counting calories, for example, 2,000 calories is your maintenance, and you're eating 1,800 calories a day, yes, you'll be in a deficit, and yes, no matter what you fill those calories with, you're going to lose weight, but most people would fill their calories with fats and carbs, because that's very easy. Their protein's still going to be low. So the scale might be going down, but they're probably definitely sacrificing muscle. There'll be some water, maybe a little bit of fat, but it's not going to be optimal. It's going to be suboptimal. You'll end up a skinny fat version of yourself, especially if you're training, you're doing some sort of resistance training, or even running or HIIT or whatever. So having a proper amount of macros, so proteins, fats and carbs, enough proteins to sustain lean muscle mass, enough carbohydrates to fuel your muscles and help you recover from workouts, and enough fat for good hormonal function is going to be paramount in losing that weight, but making sure the majority of that is fat. So just to reiterate, if you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. It doesn't matter what the food's coming from, if it's all fat and carbs, but you will probably be losing muscle, and we don't want to lose muscle. We want to maintain muscle mass because that's going to give us that lean, athletic physique. And then through that calorie deficit with the proper macronutrients, that's where we're going to strip the fat away. So calories versus macros, macros wins hands down as long as the macros are in line with your goals. A good amount of protein, a good amount of carbs, and a good amount of fat. And the second thing I want to talk about in calories and macros in relation to that would be if I do a certain amount of exercise, and for example, I burn 500 calories, can I now add on 500 calories to my daily total? So they're eating 1,800 calories in a deficit, they go on the elliptical, they go for a run, they burn 500, can I now eat 2,300 calories because I've burnt 500? And in theory, that sounds like that should work, right? And that sounds like, yeah, okay, that'll be okay. If you burn that 500, you can go and eat 500. But I would never advise that. I always advise clients, if you burn some calories doing exercise, like you will, we don't add that back in. That's a bonus right there. We keep our calorie deficit to lose fat. So the fact that you've burned some calories through the walking, strength training, HIIT, cardio, whatever, that's a bonus right there. And even if it puts you into more of a deficit, fantastic. We don't obviously go too low, but we don't add in the calories burned from a session and start eating more. We just stick to that deficit, and if it's 1,800 calories and the proper macros with proteins, fats and carbs are aligned, we stick with that. So two things there. One, macros beats calories hands down if they're aligned with your goal, proper amount for each macro. And number two, don't add back in calories burned. So if you've gone on the running machine, it says you've burnt 300 calories, don't eat an extra 300 calories on top of your deficit number. Simple as that. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's really quick, it's really raw, I haven't got time to edit, I'm really busy with clients at the moment, but I wanted to make that, so I think that's a very important subject. And if you like the video guys, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you next time.